Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing is September the 9th, 2025. New time, quick altcoin update as I have very limited time here, so we're going to get right into this. You can see the AMP is sitting and actually did bounce just off of, this is a critical area because this is starting to look like it wants to break down out of this, which would be very heartbreaking and depressing, and it would just be delayed, not denied, delayed. But we bounced off this critical bottom part of this slower support at the point 00313, and right now that's something that we need to hold, and you need to get back above these three overhead moving averages to get short-term bullets, or they're going to continue to beat you down, and they'll continue to beat you down so far that you slip out of there and you actually have a big fall to the downside down to about the point 00235, and we don't want that to happen. So in order to keep that from happening, we have to stay above there, just like we bounced there two other times in spring and back in early summer. Now we're doing it again in fall, but this time we need to get above these three moving averages, stay above them, and stop getting rejected, and then we can make a run up here at the point 00563 in the short term. But in the immediate term, this underneath major support level has to be held, that you're just been bouncing off of slightly today, but doesn't look good. The DGB right now, you've actually had an even better bounce back up. But again, in this, it's just at a different price level. This major horizontal resistance is 0.00838 in yellow, and the major overhead resistance has been the following moving averages that have been slowly falling for the last several months, but has continuously beat the price down. And those are what you need to get on top of in the daily in order to turn medium-term bullish, or this is just going to be another run into these, maybe a quick fake out, and then it's going to get beaten back down. And if it gets beaten back down and can't eventually at some point get above those areas, you're going to end up back down at the point 00557, right? So this is the critical area right here, this horizontal left to right, and these moving averages that are just above the price. If we go into the XRP Healthcare, people were asking about XRP Healthcare. Is below a critical support level. You can see the last two times you've pumped up, you held support, pumped up, held support, pumped up, looking to hold support down here because you broke through the rising channel. Right now you're below that point 04911, and if you get rejected by that point 04911, that would bring a technical move all the way down to point 01843. I'm not calling for that, but if this is a rejection here, that could happen. So that's something I would be paying attention to. If you wanted to get short-term bullish, you got to get back on top of this point 4911 and then get back above these three moving averages in the daily that are sitting right there. So right now everything's looking bearish in the XRP Healthcare in the short term. In the long term, if you believe in the project, this might be a good time to buy on these lows, continuing to buy the dip. That's what I would do if you like the project, buy the dip, right? Don't buy the pump, buy the dip. That's what I'd recommend in all these coins. You can see right now in the LCX, we're below a critical 14 cents. And if you can't get back above that 14 cents, you're going to end up getting below these moving averages. And if you get below the moving averages, I'm warning you, as it's going to bring in this 0.0930 into play, and that's something you should be very, very wise on and paying attention to. The Hbar, you can see, has been the last several weeks to about a month and a half now, been extremely bearish after coming off that euphoric pump. Right now, you can see the moving average have been trending south. It's sitting there trading currently in the middle, in the thick of all three of the moving averages. And if you can get above the 50 to try to make a run at the 34 cents, but it seems to me, and the market sentiment seems to be, these moving averages are being very, very bearish. And if it gets rejected again and ends up down below the moving averages, you're going to end up at the 15 cents. Like the channel, subscribe, peace, and love. Jay, Direct Eyebrow.